Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Doctor Who and Autism series. Today I'm joined with Grace and today we're going to be talking about Doctor Who, Dyspraxia, Epilepsy, Autism too. So quite a lot of topics today. Well, thank you Grace for joining me today.
No problem.
It's nice to have you because I know you really like Doctor Who.
just a bit. Just a tiny bit.
Yeah. I didn't actually think you liked Doctor Who.
Oh no, I don't know what gave it away.
No. But I suppose to start with, if you just want to tell people who you are, a little bit about yourself.
Okay. Well, hi, I'm Grace. I might like the 11th Doctor, just a tiny bit. I cosplay the 11th Doctor on TikTok. Some other stuff on TikTok as well, like the Joker. I might like the Joker a little bit. My favourite's Heath Ledger.
Yeah.
And like Mighty McFly as well on TikTok, but mainly I TikTok on cosplay.
Yeah. With the Joker, does it take time to like put all that thing on?
Oh god, yeah. Yeah. Like I think for Heath, because I don't wear a wig, I like to like grow my hair out for Heath. But his is like, it's not, his is like for Heath's hair, his is not like fully green. Like his has got like brown in it. So like my hair's not brown, it's so like strawberry blonde. So like I leave it like brown at the back and then like it's like a wet look for Heath. So like it's like brown at the back and then like green. So I'm like, okay, this will do. But like for Mark Hamill's one, that's green. So I'm like, oh god, green hairspray. But yeah, it does take me about 2 hours for Heath Ledger's makeup, but it's worth it. Yeah. And then for Mark Hamill's, it's about an hour. But I do have the costumes for both of them. Not all of them are up for my satisfaction, but I'm getting there.
Yeah. It might, like when you do the Joker videos, you must do probably a load of them. It must have saved time to get it back into it again, as it takes you 2 hours.
Oh god, yeah. It is a pain, but it is worth it. Yeah.
Yeah. Because when I do videos, I like to do a ton in one go. I'll probably spend a day at it sometimes, rather than not doing it every single day.
Yeah. Oh, I couldn't do them every day. I need a break.
Yeah. I know some people do, don't they? They're doing one every single day.
I couldn't do that.
I couldn't. Like, I think yesterday, well, when we're recording this, I put a pirate video on, and and it was symbolising like how much you like Doctor Who and stuff. And I did that when it was Easter time at that particular moment, and someone commented, why are you a pirate, not the Doctor? and I just said, I recorded this when it was Easter.
Yeah, give him a break.
Yeah, like I've got. I don't want to do them all the time. Like I like doing scenery places like the beach and stuff like that. I think it's a nice when you're in different places, but it's good. It's just as well if you're at home because you can just add green screens, can't you, to videos? Yeah. So Grace, when did you start watching Doctor Who?
Well, officially the first time I ever watched Doctor Who was the 8th Doctor movie. That's when I officially remember watching it. But really when I first started getting into it was the 9th Doctor.
Yeah.
Because you never skip 9. You never skip. No, never.
No, but you can't skip him.
No, you can't. That's when I first started watching it, the 9th Doctor.
Yeah, the 9th Doctor was really good, wasn't he? The only Doctor can actually be aggressive to a Dalek.
Oh god, yeah.
Although the others are, but he just got more passion, I think, than the others.
Yeah.
Like I know with Matt, he had a bit with his first Dalek. He was a bit aggressive to it, but with the 9th Doctor, he was. It was just that one Dalek.
Yeah.
So it was very interesting. The 9th Doctor. But I loved his season he did, that one season.
Yeah, that was a good one. With Victory of the Daleks, you can see the anger with the Dalek he took it out on.
Yeah, that was pretty funny though. Like, would you like some tea? And then
no, I don't want any tea.
No, but it was like good because I think that's like one of the first time. Well, I won't actually say that. I think the first time you probably saw the different side to Matt Smith's Doctor was probably the first trip with Amy to that forgot what it's called that I can't remember the episode name. You know that first trip that they went on with the Doctor and Amy.
Oh, you put me on the spot now.
It was it was with that Mel girl. I think that Mel girl was in it as well. And it's a long time ago, but
The Beast Below.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
That's it. Yeah, like that's the first time the Doctor kind of showed a different side to him. With Matt.
Oh, with the star whale, yeah.
Yeah. And like then she kind of guessed, and then she stayed with him. But yeah, it's nice. It was like nice to see a different side to the Doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like because you would have watched the 10th Doctor before, Matt.
Yeah.
How was you with David Tennant then? Like when he was a Doctor?
I would say he was my Doctor. He was my childhood. Like I reckon everyone's maybe was David Tennant at a time. Like he was mine. Like he really was. Like I would say he was definitely my Doctor at a time. Like I would dress up as him, do all his speeches and all his quotes. And when he left, not gonna lie, I did cry for ages. But then when Matt came along, I was like, no, I don't want this Doctor. I don't want him. He can't fly the TARDIS. He's too young. But look where I am now.
Yeah. Why did you decide to do videos of him then and not David Tennant? Like, you might do videos of David, but why more Matt?
I have done a couple of videos of David Tennant. I think my first ever video on TikTok was the 10th Doctor when in Smith and Jones when his sonic screwdriver broke. It was that one, and that one got it got a couple of views on that, and I was like, oh okay, I'll just carry on from there. And I did a few more of David Tennant. Then I did one of Matt Smith with from As In with the Daleks with Oswin, and I was like, okay, I need to do more Matt Smith, and then it carried on from there.
That's pretty good. Like I think one of my first ones was the one. It was actually a Matt Smith one, funny enough. Even though I do more David Tennant than Matt Smith. I try to mix it between the both.
Yeah.
But at the moment it's more David Tennant. I don't know, because I've got more of him at the moment than Matt. But the first video I did was it's when it was in the TARDIS in the 11th hour. He said like, I'm a madman with a box.
Oh yeah.
And I did that in my Doctor Who pajamas. Because I had Doctor Who pajamas, and it was the first time. I didn't know what TikTok was at this point. And yeah, that was one of the first ones. And then my first David Tennant one was the speech he did on the Voyage of the Damned.
Oh yeah.
Episode. And yeah, and then since then, some people said, yeah, that's pretty good. That kind of continued from there. And it was like pre-lockdown, I think it was 2020. It was at that particular time, so it had more time to do videos.
Yeah.
Yeah. So with like Matt, so how did you think he had a bad episode at all?
Oh, this is when my followers drop. What are you doing, Mason?
I don't know. They might not be one.
I didn't really like the Curse of the Black Spot. I didn't really like that episode. I would say it didn't really grab my attention as much.
Yeah.
I didn't think there was much of a storyline. And if you could scrap that bit out, and then
yeah,
I didn't say that.
Yeah, but I know what you mean. Like, I think most people can probably agree.
Hopefully.
Because, yeah. But it's fine. Like, everyone has, like, you can't like every episode. Like, it's like anything. Like, not everyone's gonna like Star Wars, like probably the newest ones or something. So it's understandable. Like, there's some I don't like. Like, well, Matt Smith is quite hard because he has actually quite a lot of good episodes, and stuff. But yeah, that was a pretty sad episode. I don't think the pirate episodes are as good. That they've done. But it was it was pretty sad, wasn't it? And then Amy forgot Rory for a bit, and it went back and forth with that, didn't they? Rory's back, Rory's gone, Rory's back, Rory's gone.
He's alive again. God's sake.
Yeah, and it is it can get complicated with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But what was your thought with David Tennant's episode Love and Monsters?
Not my favourite. Let's just say that.
Do you like episodes that don't have the Doctor or any of the companions in? Like, what do you think of those episodes?
I don't know.
Bit different, aren't
they? Yeah, they are different. Yeah.
I suppose if you're not as attached to the Doctor, it's alright.
Yeah.
But if you are, but if you are, it's a bit of a problem.
Yeah.
Because the episode was interesting. The only thing I liked about the episode was it had Blue Sky in it, the music. I like that bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, I suppose he was in it at the start, like glimpses of it.
It's not Blow.
No. Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
But how long did it take, Grace, for you to realise that David Tennant was Scottish?
5 minutes, then I'm off now.
It took me till he left. I didn't realise. For me, it took until he's gone. I didn't realise he was Scottish.
I think it took me until like his maybe second series.
Yeah, probably to that. I don't know. He had a Scottish episode, didn't he, with that song Queen?
Tooth and Claw.
Yeah. That might give it away, but yeah, like they want him to be a British Doctor, not a Scottish one.
Yeah.
Which I don't blame them for that because he sounded better.
Yeah.
Like with Peter Capaldi, it's different because I don't think if he could. I don't know if he would have played it being British for his accent.
Oh yeah.
But I think David Tennant actually had to change his name. I think to be an actor and everything because he wasn't originally David Tennant. It was someone else. I can't remember. Because I saw some sort of series or something. But that's interesting that he was Scottish.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's episodes I don't like. Not as much in the first few series. It's more so when Peter Capaldi. One of his episodes, I like, the Hellbent episodes.
Yeah.
I don't like that one. Probably because I get bored because he's just going round in circles the whole entire episode. And then Doctor Who, you could probably do that in 10 minutes.
It's like with Peter Capaldi with me, like I do like him. He just doesn't click well with me like with Matt Smith.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I haven't watched his episodes since they aired.
You haven't watched one?
And that's when I leave.
So, do you watch Jodie then? Or have you skipped her as well?
No, I've watched Jodie, yeah. I've kept up to date with Doctor Who. I just haven't gone back and watched Peter Capaldi.
Yeah. Did you have? So you didn't see his you must have saw his like leaving scene going into Jodie then.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I've watched all of his episodes. Like, I watched all of them when they aired, but I just haven't re-watched them.
No, I wouldn't either.
They just didn't click well with me. Like, oh, I could, like, if I was like bored one day and I was like, oh, I watched Doctor Who, and like, which Doctor do I watch? I'll be like, I'm not going to watch 12. I'm just not in the mood. 11, okay then, I'll watch 11 Doctor.
Yeah. Yeah, he hasn't aged, has he, Matt?
No, really? He hasn't, no.
So he'll be open for coming back, I reckon.
Yes.
At some point. But yeah, like I think he would like with David Tennant, he's aged. And Jodie, she's leaving, so I don't know if she'll come back for next year because she's pregnant. I don't know when, if that baby will be born by then, if she can still act because of that, but who knows?
Yeah, who knows?
Like, do you enjoy Jodie as being a doctor?
I think she is an amazing doctor, an amazing actress, but the writing is appalling.
Yeah.
She deserves better. She really does.
Yeah. So Grace, let's pretend you're the writer for series 14. What would you do? What would you do to start off, do you think?
Get a better writer than me.
Like, do you think there should be new monsters?
Yes. Yes.
Do you think we should scrap Gallifrey altogether?
Yes.
Do you think the Master should be gone? For a while? Little break.
I wouldn't say like he should be gone. I just don't think he would. I think like when he obviously when he was like announced that he was the Master, that was a shock for me. I think, what's his name? Is it Sacha Dhawan? Is that his name?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's great playing the Master. Like, I really like him as the Master.
Yeah,
and when he makes a comeback, that's great. But the fact he's coming back for the finale again, that is great. But the fact he keeps coming back is a bit much for me, I think.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Well, because we all kind of knew that, didn't we? He was going to come back. Like, it's a bit rushed as well, isn't it? Because there's so many stories unfinished.
Yeah.
Like, you've got the Joan Martin Doctor. We still don't know who she is.
No.
We got the Fob Watch, which the whole Flux thing was about that, and then through kind of the bin of the TARDIS, we've got that. We've got Ace and Tegan.
Yes, Ace and Tegan. Yes.
We've got Kate back, which I feel is irrelevant. I don't even agree, because if you picture, I said this recently to someone, if you picture the way she was with Jodie and Flux, and you picture that with Matt and Peter Capaldi, but she was more like in charge, and then with Jodie, like, she's kind of stepping back more.
Yeah, I sort of agree with you. Like, with Matt, it was power free, wasn't it? She was definitely in charge, like you said. And like with the Doctor, he was helping her, and with like 12 as well. But like when I watched the episode with Jodie, she was like laying back and not in charge. Like, I know what you mean, yeah. Just hopefully when she makes his comeback, she'll be in charge more and not laying back.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like there's gonna be. It looks like there's gonna be more characters involved, like, as well, like, because they wouldn't just show that trailer, would they, with Ace and Tegan? They would rather have kept that secret.
I can't wait for them.
But it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
Why they're back.
We will know.
Yeah. but yeah, we got it. I just feel like I don't know if everything's going to be solved in that episode.
I just hope it's not rushed as like the other episode was. I hope we don't know if we'll see Jodie's regeneration in that episode. It might be like a massive cliffhanger, and we'll be like, "Oh, for God's sake, not again!" Like we don't know if we'll see the 14th Doctor in that episode. We don't know, but I swear down, if we don't see him or her in that episode, I'm like,
you want to see who it is?
I want to see who it is, yeah, but I have a feeling we won't. It'll be like Christmas, maybe. I don't know.
I hope not.
I hope not.
I don't like them always at Christmas, like
yeah,
regenerations.
We've never had a Christmas special with Jodie, have we? We've never had one.
No, we've just had New Year's.
Exactly, yeah. Bless her.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a shame that she hasn't had a Christmas one.
Yeah.
I prefer the Christmas ones rather than the New Year ones.
Yeah.
Like they kind of like trying to save it with Captain Jack coming back that year. I think for viewers, but it didn't work out. It was not good.
No, bless Captain Jack. Yeah, like he wasn't really in it that much.
No, he wasn't.
It didn't really work.
No, and when she tried to talk to the Doctor, she wasn't saying nothing to him.
Exactly, and it's the fact he thought it was great.
Yeah, it's upset about Captain Jack. I don't feel like he's going to be in this last episode.
No, I don't think.
Because I believe originally it would have been Gwen and Captain Jack instead of Ace and Tegan. I feel like that's why Tegan and Ace are back, because Jack can't come back.
I feel like because it is Chibnall's last episode he wrote into it. Yeah, I feel like he's trying to get as many classic companions and many characters trying to bring back just for this last episode to bring back Jodie's last justice in this episode. I'm like, you should have done that ages ago, mate. You had your chance and you didn't do it.
Yeah. But I think after the 60th next year, I feel like it should be more about the future than going back in the past all the time. Because Doctor Who has gone back, I think, quite a lot. And if they want to do that for spin-offs or something. And because like we see all the same monsters quite a lot. Like it'd be nice to see even old monsters that we've maybe seen once, like maybe the Master of Narada or the Silence a couple of times. It would be nice for those to be brought back or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do feel like with Russell T Davies come back is kind of maybe a last shot or something at the moment, because like the viewers have dropped, haven't they, with Jodie because of the writing.
Yeah.
But the Weeping Angel episode was good, I think, though, in Flux.
Yeah, I really liked that episode with the Weeping. It did scare me sometimes when the Weeping Angel would like pop out. I'm like, oh. It did scare me a couple of times. Like made me jump.
Yeah, I always used to scare the Weeping Angels. They were the ones that scared me when I was younger. But quite a lot of those episodes, like when you were younger, like did scare you. They were quite scary, weren't they? Monsters.
Yeah, I think Blink definitely terrified me. And the Peg dolls from Night Terrors. I'm not gonna lie, that still scares me.
Oh yeah, that was pretty scary. Like, was you afraid that you was going to turn into one?
No, I was terrified to open my wardrobe.
Yeah, I swear I didn't open mine either. Like there should be more stuff like that. Like Waters on Mars. I was
God, yeah. Oh,
I'm gonna drink water.
It's
the tap.
Oh, the autism one, Jesus. Oh God, that episode.
Yeah, it was really good, but really scary too. Like I always I want to go back to the actual dome. I want to go to that dome and actually go to it myself, because it'd be interesting, because I've never been to a Doctor Who location. Really. It'd be nice to do that. Like, not knowing the actor's not going to be there, but lots of episodes would have been filmed at different places. Yeah. With this next episode, you think it should be at least hour and a half to 2 hours long?
Oh, definitely, yeah. About 2 hours, yeah.
Yeah. And if not, it may not go. We see 45 minutes. We might not be looking forward to it as much.
Yeah. We want a 2-hour long special of Doctor Who for Jodie. She deserves it.
Yeah. Like, I think the last episode would have been about an hour, but it didn't seem an hour.
No, it didn't.
No, because they didn't go out the water, did they? The Sea Devils. They were on the ships.
No.
And oh yeah, I've got to ask you. I don't know. You may have spotted this in the episode. That when Jodie Whittaker, Doctor, said Geronimo when she was crossing the ships.
Oh. She said it once. I was like, yes, get in there. But when she said it twice, I was like, okay, you said it once now. You don't have to say it again. Put it once. It's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was just like, yes, she said it. Bring back 11 quotes. But she said it twice. I was like, okay.
Yeah. I didn't actually pitch that in the episode. It's only after I found that out. Like, I suppose because I wasn't really concentrating when I was watching it, because I was bored. When I was watching it, because it was an intriguing episode for me. I believe the second Easter episode since 2005. I think.
I don't think like Jodie has a catchphrase. Like, obviously 10s is Alonso, 9 is fantastic, 11 is Geronimo, but I think, and 12s is,
where's 12s?
I don't know.
It doesn't have one, does it?
12s is shut up.
Be kind. I don't know.
Oh yeah, be kind, something like that. And then 13, I think 13 might be brilliant. She says that a lot, brilliant.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I would have thought.
I don't know, I'm not an expert.
Brilliant, or I think she's said fantastic maybe a couple of times too.
Yeah, that's true.
So either that, but it's good when they have these catchphrases, isn't it? Because that's how you remember them by. And yeah, I always like. What is it? Do you have a favorite episode like you've watched?
I think if we're like going through the Doctors, I think like 9 would be, and it's cliche, but it would be Rose.
Yeah.
10 would be the girl in the fireplace.
Yeah.
11 would be, I have 2. 11 would be the 11th hour, because I'm sorry, but the bit when he says, hello, I am the Doctor, basically run, in my opinion, nothing can ever beat that as an intro to a Doctor.
Yeah, that's good.
That and Vincent and the Doctor.
Yeah.
And 12, I think, I actually like Deep Breath, because it's the last time we see the Paternoster gang, because I love the Paternoster gang.
Yeah.
I love that. And the fact that the Doctor mentions Amy as well. He's like, oh, Amy wouldn't do that. And I'm like, what? What did you say? Nothing.
Has it not been seen him since that episode?
No, no, they haven't. And it's the fact that Jenny and Vastra are like all getting ready to sword fight, and then Strax just comes falling down. He goes, ah.
Yeah.
And Jenny's just like, I told you, use the stairs. But it's because I'm in a group called TT Productions 23. Shout out, because I'm a voice actor as well. Ooh. We have Abby, Matt, and Alia as well. They do great impressions of Jenny, Strax, and Vastra, and they do loads of Paternoster ones. So check them out. They do loads of them.
That's pretty good.
So really, they do Paternoster ones as if they were still in Doctor Who and like past Doctor Who and future.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good. That does. Yeah, you have to show me or something. To check it out. But yeah. What about the rings of Akaten?
Oh God, that speech brings me to tears every time.
Yeah.
Like, you can definitely see the acting on Matt's face when he does that speech every time I watch it, and I just want to give him a hug.
Yeah.
It's the music as well. That I miss Murray Gold's music. I really do.
Yeah. I listen to it all the time, like even now, because the music is really good for Murray Gold, and even with Peter Capaldi, even though he wasn't my favorite Doctor, he still had the music. Murray Gold was still the composer and doing all that kind of stuff. And with Jodie, nothing against the guy, whoever it is,
yeah,
who's doing it, but I don't feel it as much as Murray.
Yeah, nothing can beat Murray's Gold music, in my opinion.
Yeah, like he is gold, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. But hopefully that comes back with Russell. Like you would have thought so, wouldn't you? Because
yeah, definitely. Yeah.
He'd bring back his old team that he had before, maybe, and do that. And they got Bad Wolf back, haven't they? Like working with Bad Wolf again. So
yeah.
It's all exciting times. Like some people will be upset about the last episode, some people will be excited. I think although people will be upset, you're gonna be excited because it's gonna be better, like writing. Yeah. We would hope so. Fingers crossed.
Hopefully, yeah.
Yeah, fingers crossed. But yeah, like with my favourite episodes, I would say Rose as well. For the 9th Doctor. Although in his last episode, I liked the speech he did with the Daleks. Trying to get the Rose back, or the second from last episode. I liked The Girl in the Fireplace too. That was one of my favourite 10th Doctor episodes. And it still is. And I just loved I just really liked that episode. I do. With Matt, I would say The Rings of Akaten, probably because of the speech, but it's got a really nice space scenery in it too. So
yeah,
I do like that part of it. And I think the girl who actually sings that song is in a Netflix series called Lock and Key. I saw. I don't know if anyone watches Lock and Key. I've seen Lock and Key before, but she's one of the main characters in it, and I thought that was pretty cool to find out. But yeah, that is one of my favorites. Even though the 50th anniversary too. But I don't know if you kind of count that in Matt's era. You can kind of class it between David and Matt in a way. But them two. Peter Capaldi, I liked when the Master come back.
Yeah.
John Sim. It is hard to pick episodes, isn't it? Because there's so many good ones. There's so many good ones. But with Jodie's first series, it didn't have much of a story, did it?
No. Not as much, no.
No. Although our second series onwards, it did. First episode was really good with like Spyfall and stuff, kind of James Bond type of thing.
Oh yeah, I love that. That's Spyfall, wasn't it?
Yeah,
yeah. That was a good episode. I like that episode.
Yeah, I think that was actually a New Year's episode. That they started. I think one year they started the series without doing an actual season. New Year's episode. They just kicked it off from that series.
Yeah.
I think. And when I was looking back, I thought, hang on, why are they doing that? Why they've started a series instead of doing an actual episode for the new year? But
I did like the costume she wore for that episode, the black like coat and the bow tie. That was really good. I like that.
Yeah, I think that's brilliant. That is, like, yeah, I think that's pretty cool. Like, Gracie, like with Ryan, like, has dyspraxia.
Yeah.
Like, did you kind of really relate to when you knew he had that in Doctor Who?
In the middle, like, I didn't like the fact that he kept on mentioning it throughout the whole series. Like twice was like enough, but the fact he kept on mentioning it, like, but I did like the bit when he was like riding the bike and that he kept on falling off, because throughout my childhood, that's what happened to me when I was riding the bike. I couldn't really ride when I kept on falling off. Great. Well, it did like annoy me a bit that he kept on mentioning like, oh, look at me, I've got dyspraxia. Like, it's not something that you really brag on about it, to be honest.
No, because I don't know where it was. But yeah, like, I suppose I think Doctor Who's good with that kind of stuff. Like, kind of raising awareness, I suppose, a little bit with that. And that's why I kind of want to do this series, like, speak with people about Doctor Who and stuff, and other things too, because having autism and having probably a podcast kind of relate to that, and because it goes off special interest. So that's why I like talking to people about it and other things. And I think Doctor Who is a really good show because lots of people like that, and lots of people have autism like it. A lot of people who don't have autism like it because it raises that awareness, and I think it's good when you raise awareness.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah.
But with like your epilepsy, that, like, how does that affect you, would you say?
Oh God.
Or is it just the lights, like, got really bright?
It's like when people don't put flash warnings on the videos, when I scroll through and I'm like, oh, here we go. Do you know, like, when you see someone zone out?
Yeah.
I have like absent seizures, so when you see someone zone out, that is me. So like when you see someone don't put like a flash warning on a video, like on the cover, or they don't put a flash warning on the bio, I'm like, oh look, this video looks good. Oh, there goes the flash. Oh dear.
Yeah.
It's like, especially as well, like if it's like on a video and it's like a strobe light, you know, like that. Yeah, that can affect me. That it's like I've got photosensitive one, epilepsy. That it's just like flashing lights. It's like I was watching, I can't remember what video it was. It was a Doctor Who one actually, and like literally I clicked on it and literally it was so fast. Like the person put like a flash warning as a warning, but it was so fast. It was like a 1 second warning. I was like, what? I can't read that. That's so fast. How can someone read that and be a warning of it?
Yeah.
It's so annoying. It really is.
Yeah, well, no, I've done the flash ones. I put warnings up there.
Thank you.
Yeah, for people like you, Grace, I
oh, thank you.
Like,
I appreciate it.
Yeah, because there's actually a video that I've been thinking about doing. Because they have you know, with the Masters last scene and End of Time, and that's quite flashy. I think about doing like that with the lightning, because there's a lightning effect now, I think, on that you can do. And well, when I do it, I'll put like flashing warning at the beginning and stuff like that. It's just because it is like just being kind and stuff, isn't it? But yeah, I was actually I believe, if I'm right, I've posted episode because of my autism. I could have had seizures and epilepsy too. So I don't have it, but I could have from when I was younger. But yeah, like, are you okay with like astrolights and stuff, or are you not so good with astrolights? You know, like astrolight is just like a little light that can switch colours, like in your room and stuff like that.
They like slowly.
Yeah, they can go slowly. Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, but if they like go really fast, then
no. Yeah, you can do it as fast as you can, as slow as you can, and stuff like that. But yeah, it's interesting. Like, it's good to talk about epilepsy because I suppose it raised awareness of that too, because like it would be nice. I said this before. Like, if a doctor in Doctor Who or an actor like had like autism or someone had epilepsy and they showed that in the show.
Us.
Yeah, us. Yeah,
us. Yes.
Yeah. You can be the 15th Doctor because I don't know. Are you the 40th Doctor?
I'm not allowed to disclose that information.
It must be difficult. It must be hard for you, Grace, because
it is.
Because yeah, it's pretty difficult. How's it been? Like, you're gonna be working with Russell T Davies, so how's that? Are you excited about that?
I am not allowed to say anything. I'm so sorry, Mason.
Have you done any other shows then, other than Doctor Who? Then
you're not getting anything out of me, Mason. I'm not allowed to say. I signed a contract. I'm sorry.
But you've given it away now.
Damn it! I've kept you quiet for so long.
Yeah. So I see you like Detroit, like Becomes Human.
Yes, I love that game. Yes.
Yeah. Do you like? Have you completed it? Have you done all the stories on it?
I have completed it 3 times.
Yeah, I've done about 3 times as well. It's quite quick, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like, I do like Connor, but my favourite character is Marcus.
Yeah. It's a really good game. I wish they'd make a second one.
Yeah.
I do like them sort of games. Do you like playing games? Is that another thing you like doing?
Yeah, it's like another thing with epilepsy. I have to be careful which games in case they like trigger me.
Yeah.
I think Detroit is okay. That's a game I can sort of play.
Yeah, because that is a good game. Those sort of games. But I suppose you have to be careful with Doctor Who too, in a way, because like I remember maybe the science episode. I don't know, they were flashing with the lightning.
Yes, it's. I think the Day of the Moon scene. There is quite a lot of flashing in that. So I think sometimes I have to skip it and be like, oh well, I've missed that scene. I know what happens in that scene anyway, so I just skip it and be like, it's like the bit when in Day of the Moon, it's the bit when River and the Doctor are flirting. That bit, and then the gunge bit happens.
I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But you can still, well, I suppose you can't, because if you want to do your own audio sound, you possibly can't do that unless you can't see the video, that bit. But you don't have to. It's nothing much happening, is it, in that bit? But yeah, like but yeah, that is very interesting. Because like it is, it can be hard, I suppose, for you, like especially when you like that show and you have to miss something just because like you might have a seizure, or it might that really affect you.
It is a shame, but life.
Yeah. But with like, do you play, what console do you play Detroit on, or any sort of game?
PlayStation 4.
PlayStation 4.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like playing just those kind of games, or do you like playing online kind of games?
Just those sort of games.
Yeah, they have like it's a similar one, like Until Dawn.
Oh yeah, like I played Last of Us 2, so I playing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you play the first one?
Yes, I did. Yes.
Yeah. So you just recently started Last of Us Part 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. I played. It took me ages to complete the first one.
Oh yeah. it's the clickers, I think they're called.
Yeah.
Yeah, they scared the crap out of me.
Yeah, they did me too. It's a night type of game, but I struggled to get past them. When I played it, I had to start the game again because I got annoyed, and then I literally completed it not long until Last of Us Part 2 came out. Because anyway, I probably would have played it again because they're so long in advance, aren't they, those two games?
Yeah.
When they were out. But Last of Us Part 2 is okay. It just depends that, like, if you like it or not.
Yeah.
I won't give away any spoilers.
Yeah. Spoilers.
Yeah. But yeah, like with like they had the Doctor Who games out as well, didn't they? Not long ago.
Yeah. I think the first one that I ever played was the Doctor Who Adventure games.
Yeah, I remember that. Very long time ago, but it was. I enjoyed them. Like the Matt Smith, wasn't it? Matt Smith game.
Yeah.
Like they had the Weeping Angel one recently, didn't they?
I haven't played that one yet, but I might play it.
Yeah, that game is. It just depends if you like a mobile type of game, because I completed it all. It took not very long to get all the different endings, but it's a good game. Then you had the other one, Edge of Reality, I think it was called.
Oh yeah, Edge of Reality, yeah.
Yeah, I had the VR version, The End of Time, they called it, and they had the Weeping Angels in it.
Oh yeah, I think a friend of mine played that when I was away with the TTers. Went to London. I remember because you have to spin, like you're in a hotel, aren't you, or something, or
yeah.
I think, and you have to spin it. And I remember because you have to keep eye on each side of the Weeping Angel, and every time you turn, it comes closer, doesn't it?
Yeah. I played that on VR and then not on VR as well, with a new one. And when it was on VR, I was petrified because of the Weeping Angels. Like because you don't have to blink, you have to, if you move your head, they come towards you.
Even just looking at the screen when my friend was playing it, I was just like, I think I'll pass.
Yeah, it's very hard to do. Like especially it was even more scarier not on VR because it's more complicated. You have to go through mazes and stuff more so on that one.
My.
But the only thing they added on that reality game was just the David Tennant bit at the end, which wasn't very long.
Yeah.
Which was a bit disappointing. Like you get all hyped up for these things, and then they not as good and stuff. But the thing is, you can't jump. You can't jump on those two games. But they don't allow you to jump, and you can't see your character either. But like one thing I say, Grace, is Doctor Who Lego needs to happen. Like something 100%. Maybe something for the 60th maybe. It'll be nice because we had that last Star Wars game not long ago.
Yeah, Lego Dimensions.
Yeah, like you had. I think that was a Doctor Who. I think it was linked to a Batman, wasn't it? A Doctor Who game. And Doctor Who kind of needs their own sort of game, don't they? Like. Yeah,
definitely.
Because I think Lego's their best bet.
Yeah.
Doctor Who. Who knows? Like you said, you're doing good with your voice acting. You could be the Doctor.
My 11th Doctor impression's not very good.
Yeah.
I can say Twitter.
Yeah.
Hang on. This is pressure now. Hang on. Twitter. There you go.
Have you ever done any 10th Doctor videos with your own voice, or you just like do it without your voice?
I can only do well. I've done me and my friend James. We do our own audio called The Queer Doctor. So I play his companion called Erin. So that's sort of Doctor Who.
Yeah.
So it's Doctor Who. Well, it's not sort of. It is Doctor Who. It's Queer Doctor. And we've got 2 seasons out now, so it is my voice, and we're on to a 3rd season. But I can do. I'm going to embarrass myself now. I can sort of do a 10th Doctor impression, but now I don't want to do it.
No, you don't have to do it if you don't want to.
Do you know when he does the classic world? There
Oh
you
yeah,
go.
oh yeah, there you go. That was very iconic.
It was rubbish. It's just turned into impressions now with Grace, hasn't it?
Yeah. Maybe we could call the episode that, can't we? Impressions with Grace.
Yes, impressions with Grace. We've got Twitter, and then we've got the world.
What about say allons-y?
Oh God. Allons-y.
What about brilliant?
Oh God.
There's not much impression to it though, is there? With that one.
Oh, brilliant. Always, see, I know Katie's been on this.
Yep.
And when she goes, oh, it's a good black man.
Yeah. When it was really good when Katie was on it, because she was brilliant.
I love Katie.
She was brilliant. And like Katie's going to come back on for this Autism Talk 2 series too. Because like I want to come back, and because she was just brilliant. But when we was on, it was Easter episode. It was you might have watched it, Grace.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
And it was really good. We had we had Ryan as well from who likes the Ninth Doctor quite a lot, who has autism too, and I think it's really good like when having Katie on, because like she does a lot of awareness with autism,
she does,
with autism and different kind of things, and what she does. And I wanted her to come on because it was a really nice talk. Like we talked about for 30 minutes, but it was really good, and she wanted to come on again. So that will be that'll be arranged, and for this series too, because I want people to have their chance to come on, like just talk to me, and then we can all get together and do it all together. But yeah, like you're the 11th Doctor. You do look like him a bit, like Matt, Grace.
What?
No, like just your like face, like the shape of it in a way.
Side profile.
Yeah, like you chose well. Like
Thank
you. Yeah.
Is it chin?
Yeah, the chin.
What is wrong with my chin?
Oh yeah, have you said you got to say Geronimo?
Oh God, Geronimo.
What do you have a favorite bit when he says Geronimo in him being a doctor?
I think it's the bit when in the 11th hour when he meets little Amelia and he's like, trust me, I'm the doctor. And then he goes, Geronimo. Look, I'm doing my 11th Doctor now and it's rubbish, but I just loved that bit.
We need a little series, Grace, of you just doing it with you.
What, just my 11th Doctor quotes?
Yeah.
Or it's like with Strax when he goes, I'm the clever one, you're the potato one.
Yeah, that was a brilliant one. Like I miss Strax.
Oh, I love Strax. I miss him so much, and my friend Matt can do an absolute incredible impression of Strax, and it's scary. But yeah, the Strax and the Doctor, the chemistry is amazing. It's just a fact. It's like in the Snowmen when it's like we can lay down cushion mines. I'm like, yeah, Strax, you still got it. He goes, it's the bit when he goes to kiss him on the forehead and he goes.
Yeah, I think that's brilliant. I love that. But I can't do impressions. Well, I say I can't. Like,
yes, you can.
I've done Germany Carl once.
Jeremy Kyle.
Yeah, I did Jeremy Kyle once.
Oh no, I have to hear it now.
like it was a long time ago, and it was funny because I was just saying, like, I can't remember now because he hasn't been on telly for a long time, for
No,
that
he
show.
hasn't.
But it was just like impression, like he would, like he normally would on telly. It was pretty fun. But it's weird, you know, because with 10th Doctor and Matt, people say I look more like the Matt than as I do David.
I
Which
can see it.
which is quite funny, and like one of the first, well, I say one of the first Matt Smith ones I did was that one in the TARDIS, but the other one that did actually quite well was that speech he did with the silence. And
Oh yeah.
and I like that episode. That was like it's nice to have those kind of cliffhanger like before, you know, like the Master episodes with Matt, but not Matt Smith, David Tennant. Matt didn't get a Master, unfortunately.
No.
But I've got to ask you this, Grace.
Yes.
When you know when that dream episode with the Dream Lord, did you think that was a Master at first? When you saw him,
I did 100%. I thought the Master. I can't. It's the Master. That can't be.
You know who I am.
I was like, Master? No.
He did have the vibes to be a Master, though.
He did. I was sat throughout the whole episode like, the Master? Can't be the Master. Is it the Master?
It's a shame he wasn't.
Yeah.
But,
I liked his attire though.
Yeah. What I know you didn't watch much of Peter Capaldi, but you must have seen Missy like a little bit.
I love Missy.
You like Missy?
I can't remember which one it is, but it's the one when she's trapped on, is it a spaceship?
Oh, yeah.
And she's like handcuffed and she starts going, hey Missy, you're so fine, you're so fine, hey Missy.
Oh, that's funny.
I love Missy. It's just that bit, and I was like, I love this woman so much.
Yeah.
She's just so funny. I can't remember what episode that is.
What's your thoughts of her being Missy and not just being called the Master instead? Like, are you bothered about that, or do you think that should be a thing?
No, not really. I think she has her own unique way of her character. So whatever name she is, I don't care. I love Missy.
You know when she was like at the beginning when we didn't know her, she was in that garden. Sometimes she appeared in this garden, didn't she?
Yeah.
That is the same place where I believe Kablam was. The gardens of Madame de Pompadour's episode, The Girl in the Fireplace. That's a really iconic place, I believe, because
I didn't know that.
Lots of them are filled in those gardens, and it's a place I want to go to visit because I want to see Madame de Pompadour. I'm not bothered with Kablam, but it's just good scenery, isn't it? Like,
yeah.
But did you know Peter Capaldi's episode, the Trap Street one where Clara left?
Yeah.
That's actually a thing, I believe. There's actually a trap street.
Is there?
Yep.
I didn't know that.
And it's not in London either.
It does prove how much I watch Peter Capaldi.
Yeah. I didn't know either. I was looking. I went on Google and stuff for locations because that was. I decided that I wanted to go to locations. Haven't yet. I wanted to sometime this year. Hopefully September time. But I want to go see him. But I watched The Girl in the Fireplace because I watched. It's an episode I can just repeatedly watch all the time. And after that episode, I said to my parents, that's where that's in a certain place. Because I looked on. I got my own book here, and I in this book I've got all the different locations I want to go to. There's probably loads in there, but yeah. Then I looked and it said the Trap Street is real. It's in the same street where Rose was. Like, you know that it's in Cardiff, where most of them are. But when they did that Trap Street episode, it was based in London. Like, it was probably a bit in London. And did you know every episode has a half a dozen locations?
I know.
They're not all in one location.
Doctor Who.
Yeah. Yep. It's Doctor Who indeed.
Yeah.
Have you met any actors, Grace, from Doctor Who at all?
Oh, how long you got?
Or any of your favourites that you've met then?
I have met, throughout all the Doctors, I have met 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, and 11. I've met 11 twice.
Yeah. And did you tell him that you like you cosplaying?
I couldn't. I was too starstruck, and I was just like, hi. Honestly, like when the first time I met Matt Smith was 3 years ago, and it was at London Comic Con, and I wore my Nightmare and Silver variant, which I was not 100% happy with, but it was the first time meeting him, and I had a VIP access, and I was number 11.
You're number 11?
I was number 11. And walked up to him, and first thing he said to me went, "Oh my God, you look incredible." I was like, legs are shaking, help me. And he said to me, "Are you not boiling?" I went, "Yes, I am, but it's worth meeting you." And he signed a picture for me, and it was the Rings of Acten picture that I chose. And I just said to him, "Can I just say, you are my hero, and I'm so thankful for everything that you did in Doctor Who." And And I had a photo shoot with him later on that day. And I remember when I walked away from him in the autograph session, he went, "You look amazing. You're an absolute 11. I was like, "Oh, amazing." I need to walk away now. And I gave him a hug as well.
Give him a hug.
And I still have my DNA on my frock coat from him.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I believe that was a good experience for you.
It really was.
Was that kind of the last time you met someone? Was it, or you've met anyone since?
The last time I met Matt Smith was 2020. That was at Wales Comic Con. And I don't really like that experience because the photo shoot, like the first photo shoot I had in the Sonic was like this. I had a plastic Sonic screwdriver. He had the metal one because I don't trust myself in the metal one. And then the second time that I met him, my Sonic was like this with the camera because I'm shaking because I'm meeting my hero, and he's pro, he's doing that. I just don't like that photo shoot with me and him. But when I met him again, my mum made me a River Song journal. Yeah. And he signed it, and his signature is massive. He took up the whole page. And again, he said to me, "I love your outfit, it is amazing." And I asked for a hug, and he said yes. And I love him. My hero, and always will be. Really is.
Yeah. And like he's open for coming back, isn't he, for the 60th?
Yes. Yeah. I hope so. But I think the last time, like, celebrity that I met from Doctor Who would be, I think it was Paul McGann.
Paul McGann.
Mm-hmm. Wales Comic Con, yeah, it was Paul McGann.
He needs more, doesn't he, within Doctor Who?
Yeah, he needs to come back, definitely.
He could even come back as, even though they do a spin-off of him, because he was only in a 10-minute mini thing for the 50th and that movie.
Yeah.
And I didn't watch the movie because I was I didn't hear of Doctor Who then. I heard of it when someone told me to watch it. Watch this, you'll like it. And then, okay, I watched it, and then here we are. But the thing is, Grace, I've never been to a Comic Con. I've never heard of a Comic Con. Really. What I don't know what it is and stuff, but I do want to go. But it's just like I hear of it in 2020, and because of COVID and everything, and I don't go to these things because with my Crohn's and stuff, and that making me risking it and stuff like that. But that's the annoying part of it. But what happens is I have met one. I have met one person from Doctor Who, and that would have been Simon, who played Dorian. He came. He came on my podcast. We had a good chat. We even talked about Matt Smith. He said Matt Smith is my doctor because I worked with him. Yeah.
Not for any other reason, just because I worked with him.
And he was able to go on the TARDIS.
Oh, lucky bugger.
Because Matt Smith let him.
I love him. He's so nice.
Yeah. It was really nice because I sent him a message saying, "Do you want to come on have a chat?" And he answered. I didn't think he would. I thought, you're not going to get an answer. I'm his actor from Doctor Who. But the thing is, we talked about his needs and stuff like that, like being Doctor Who being really accessible to travel and stuff for him.
Yeah.
Because I find hard to get to places and stuff. And and that scene, that the one in the box with him when he saw the Doctor at the end of the episode and was near the TARDIS, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was filmed at like 2 or 3 in the morning.
Oh my god.
That was so
wow.
commitment.
Very commitment. Yeah.
Yeah, but he was a fan. He would have been a fan that Simon has. I think Matt Smith has as well. And David Tennant. So it's been all their dreams to be in Doctor Who. Jodie, I don't think even heard of it or watched it before she was actually Doctor, I believe.
No, I don't think so.
Peter Capaldi was a fan as well. He's always watched it. I'm not sure about Peter Capaldi. No, I just know Chris Wilkins. Sorry, not Peter Capaldi. I just said Peter Capaldi. It's because they're so like doctors, aren't they? In a way.
Yeah.
But you can't skip 9 though. Like we said before.
Never skip 9. Never.
Yeah. How would you feel about each Doctor doing 3 series? I
think it's the maximum amount that you would expect from each Doctor now. 3 seasons. I think. Yeah. Obviously, with Eccleston, he only did 1.
Yeah.
And that's okay. But from each Doctor, we would expect 3 seasons now because it's just the rhythm that they have now.
Yeah.
Which is okay. If they want to do more, they can do more. If they want to do less, do less. But for now, we're seeing the pattern of 3 now.
Yes.
The power of 3. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. That was a good episode, wasn't it?
I love. It's the fact that the power of 3 is the fact that it was the last episode that Matt, Karen, Arthur filmed together.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I didn't know that. I'm fine.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it wasn't Angels Take My Hat and it was the power of 3. They all filmed the last one.
That's a bit odd.
I know. I was like, hang on. So you all just disappeared. Angels Take My Hat and now we're just filming another one of the power of 3 and you're all just this is awkward.
You know Vinder?
Yes.
Apparently he auditioned to be Rory.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he auditioned to be Rory, but Arthur Dovdale he got instead.
Yeah, I don't see anyone else who could be Rory, to be honest, other than Arthur.
Yeah, he's very good, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And then it's a very good way for him to be in the show.
Very good TARDIS team.
Yeah, but yeah, it was bizarre that if that paraphrase that last episode.
I know, it's like, so you've just walked in my TARDIS and agreed to come back with me. And this is your final scene. Yeah,
it's crazy. Like, what was your thoughts when Matt regenerated really quickly? Like,
it was like a sneeze.
Yeah.
I I understand that he used a lot of regeneration on the
balcony,
like defeating all the Daleks in what's the town called? Christmas?
Yeah.
Like I understand that, but the regeneration gets on my nerves so much. But like the speech, obviously the other regeneration speech he did when he says, "I will always remember the doctor was me," gets me so much every time. It brings me to tears. And then to finish it off, they bring back bloody Amy Pond. I'm like, oh, not done there. Okay, bring back Amy. Oh, both wearing wigs. Okay, have a little giggle, but
it's gonna happen. Like,
yeah, it's just like, it's like, okay, so you're doing this emotional speech and you bring back Amy. Okay, more emotional stuff, and then you regenerate. It's like, I'm like, what? Is that it? Is that all Matt Smith gets? Is a
he smiled as well.
Yeah.
You think he'll be sad?
Exactly. You're smiling for regeneration? What?
Like, I think he was sad in a way, but like, it's almost like it took a while to understand that there was a doctor and stuff. Like that's why I think out of all the first episodes, Matt Smith is really iconic because his first episode he knew he was a doctor and stuff. Peter Capaldi didn't. I think Jodie Whittaker did as well, but it took time to notice that she was a woman.
Yeah.
But do you like it happens like every time, don't it? They will visit their companions. You know, when the doctor leaves, that all their companions will probably get reunited. At the end, like with Jodie and stuff. Like because like she hasn't. No one has got killed in her era as Doctor has it as of yet.
Yeah.
So do you think that might happen for her?
Hopefully not. Hopefully not. But we never know. It's Doctor Who, and it's her final one, so we don't know.
It would be interesting, though.
Yeah.
It'd be good in a way because it'd be nice that what she would feel. Because she hasn't really felt like that before, has she?
No, we haven't seen angry Jodie yet.
Yeah, she annoyed Jodie, but not angry.
Not angry. Annoyed, yes, but not angry.
No. We need to see that, don't we?
Oh yeah, we need to see it one last time before she goes.
Yeah. She needs to like be angry. The master needs to be a lunatic. As he is. I like Sasha because he's got Crohn's too.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's got Crohn's as well, like me. And I wrote a blog last year with him in it, and I don't know if you've seen it or not. It'd be nice if he did. But if any doctor, the two doctors that I would like to meet in Doctor Who would probably be him or Matt Smith or David Tennant. They'll be the three because like one he's got Crohn's and like he does still this really good acting job and for Doctor Who and but with Doctor Who it's really accepting with different things like just knowing that he's on Doctor Who and has Crohn's disease it's great. Great awareness of that too. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. This last episode, isn't it, Grace? Because Yaz, that's the only way she's going to leave, isn't it? Because it's going to be someone either like Donna forget memory, something like Rose be in our own universe and parallel world, or just unfortunately die or something. But it would surprise me if it's something that happened before because we know that the writing likes to do things that we've seen.
Yes, be very, very interesting to see what happens.
Yeah, I think so. And like, why do you think like you? What's one of the things about Doctor you really like, Grace? Do you think?
I think it's like we never know what to expect in like the next episode, like the storyline, or like it's also like the music as well. It's always like, I'm sorry, but it's Murray Gold. It's the music as well.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting because I don't know if many people thought about this. With the 30th Doctor, she had the 13th series as her 13th Doctor, and when the 14th Doctor come along, he or she will have the 14th series, and that hasn't really been done before. Like as a Doctor being the 14th or the 14th series, the 13th, the 13th. So that's quite interesting, I think. Like them doing it like that. And it makes sense. It does make sense. Before we go, Grace, is there I ask most people this like during this series because it's nice to hear, because Doctor Who has an impact on so many people's lives. Is there like a quote in the show that you kind of relate with, do you feel?
Yes. We're all stories in the end, just make it a good one, because I have it tattooed right there.
Oh, there you go.
Praying.
Oh.
Yes, that is my quote. Yeah. And of course it's 11th Doctor.
Yep. The 11th hour. Yeah. So they had some really good names, and I think that's a really good quote. What episode was that?
I think it was from the end of The Big Bang with little Amelia when he goes to visit her.
Oh yeah. I
hope so.
I believe so. Let's pray Murray Gold's back.
Yes.
And we'll call this episode Impressions of Grace.
Yes, Impressions of Grace.
AKA the 11th Doctor.
Yes.
And yeah, Grace, I really look forward to doing more with you and stuff, because I think I hope you've enjoyed it. I've
enjoyed it very much. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, because to everyone listening, we hope you or watching, we hope you enjoy it too, because we spoke about a lot about Doctor Who. We touched on epilepsy, autism, which is part of this series too, and dyspraxia, which Grace explained a little bit about, because the character called Ryan touched on it a little bit when he was in it in Doctor Who. But yeah, well, thank you, Grace. It's been great. And
thank you, Mason.
I hope you enjoyed it. Well, you have enjoyed it.
I did.
Well, thanks, Grace.
No problem.